Okay, another thing you hear about with all these real estate gurus is, direct marketing. I am actually the guy that invented the yellow letter, and there's a story behind that. If you want to contact me, I'll tell you. But the yellow letter was just because I bought a bunch of yellow legal pads at a surplus auction, and I had all these yellow paper. The paper color had nothing to do with it. It's just that I had to use up the paper, and so I sent out the yellow letter. Anyways, here's a group of mailings for this week that my staff just dropped off, and we send out at least a little over 5,000 a week. So this is a budget of you can figure it out, what a first class stamp costs, what all the envelopes cost, what all the paper inside costs, what addressing them all, because all these are handwritten addresses. So for the price of this, I could have a Lamborghini, Bentley, and a new Corvette. That would be the same payment. Plus, I'd have probably enough for a house. Figure it out. $5,000 to $6,000 a week just in postage, mailing, and then you got some staff on top of that. So there is no blue ocean. I don't care what guru tells you that. Even the desert properties in the West have been covered by all these land sellers. You get to anything on the East Coast, they get letters 3 times a week, 6 times a week in some areas. So there's no like virgin territory. I don't care if you go to the upper part of Maine, the Mississippi Delta, the Rocky Mountains, or anywhere else in the United States. There's no virgin area. Good luck finding one. And try compete. I consider myself small time compared to people that are actually sending out 80 to 100,000 letters a month. They might have all processed direct mail, but they're making the contact. A lot of people are just doing the direct calling because the direct mail is so expensive. But watch the videos on YouTube of the professionals that are actually doing the direct calling. They have samples of them actually doing direct calls. And while they're doing the direct calls, time it. And see if the video is unedited. If it was unedited, you'd see that they go on and on and on before they get to a actual contact. So if they make, even with a dialer, everybody says, oh, go to the Mojo dialer. Well, you get so many hang-ups and so many wrong numbers that aren't going to talk to you that you're actually only direct contacting maybe a great one, maybe 10 an hour, because the rest are just beep, hang up, something you, I won't say the word. So, and be honest with you, if I send 25,000 out a month, my success rate is trying to make, if I'm really good, 1 deal every 3 months. That's a goal of 4 per year. So I'm sending out, let's figure that out quick, about $50,000 worth of stuff to make 1 deal. And that's if I'm hitting good. If I'm not, I can send out 6 months and not get a deal. So sometimes it's like going to Vegas. You're in the hole, and then you can't get out. You keep saying, I'm going to lose. I can't hit the area. Nobody's selling. Everybody wants way too much for their property. And all of a sudden, then you might strike pay dirt. But this is the way I do business. I've been doing it decades, not just, oh, I'm a guru now, I've been doing it for 10 months. No, this is how I've always processed it. I change up. Yeah, I do direct calling. Yes, I do emailing. But this is my bread and butter here. And if you want to compete, it's not big time. It's huge time. in this direct mail process, because you send out 1,000 letters unless you got a super laser focus on something that you'd bird dogged and drove by and or have an inside information. But to the general public, even my mailings are very precise. There's a certain size property, a certain type of property, certain type of owner. I mean, it's pretty narrow. It's not shotgun style. This is rifle style right here. And even with that rifle precision sniper type, my success rate is probably 1 in 50,000. 50,000.
Subscribe now.